What's going on, ladies and gents? Latest episode of Behind the Nine is actually a brand new series. You know, it's your boy J Abs hosting. Got lovely man Dotto in the cut, all right? Got to bring him in for anything 914 related because...
New York and the world related.
All right.
I'm bigger than just, you know what I'm saying?
You're the biggest.
Yeah, bro. I'm everywhere.
I'm like no one shit. Hotter.
Just hanging around big-headed people, huh? Just, you know, birds of a feather flock together, guys.
This nigga here, bro.
But anyway, before we pan to the camera, you know, you got two lovely guests in the building today, you know, White Plains very own, you feel me? So none other than Oaklin and Short Vanny in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's up?
You want a coffee, niggas?
I just clapped, nigga. Oh, here we go.
You see how niggas be?
I cheerlead for my niggas. They already know what time it is over here, so it's so good.
As you should.
I definitely support.
Thank you. All right, so he don't know. He's from. You're not from Mount Vernon. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're from Mount Vernon, you would know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like you would know my whole situation. But go ahead, do you think? I'm the guy.
I'm from where I'm from, all right? I don't got no allegations on my name, all right?
You came from the wardrobe.
But gentlemen, before we get to the ish, you feel me?
This guy's crazy.
Before we get to the ish, how's y'all week? Let's start with you, Oak.
Week has been good. It was productive. A lot going on. We preparing to release some projects. We preparing to get a couple videos ready and shot and you know, roll them out. But projects, working on our rollout for our projects, working on album release parties. Obviously life be lifing, dealing with all of that too. Trying to have my fun in between. It's been a good week. I had a nice steak dinner last night. I'm chilling.
Yes, sir.
Life is great. You get what I'm saying? Friday, we got through the week. Nothing else worked except work. You know how that shit go. Word. Let's get to it.
Dotto, how you living, man?
Man, you already know. Fucking great. I'm happy. Like, there's no stress. I seen some of my friends that got gray hairs.
You ain't got no grays yet?
What? No. Look
That's
how
fire.
glorious I look.
That's
it's
fire.
ridiculous.
And you got children. So
I got children. I'm never stressed. You know what it is? I feel like I don't let things bother me.
Now I told you when you walked in, you mentioned what you're doing right now, and you could tell.
Thank you so much.
He's fasting for the people. If y'all ain't know, Dot's fasting.
I'm being blessed.
I ain't know if he wanted.
My mother puts baby. What's that thing called? Holy oil on my head, so I'm good.
Okay.
All right, so let's get the cookie cutter out the way real quick before we get to the real antics of the show. You feel me? Real quick, where y'all from?
Oh, I'm from the biggest Greenberg.
Nobody care where you from.
You already know what time it is. Oh, go ahead.
The biggest Greenberg is crazy.
Wait, and Dot, you might as well just say you from White Plains too.
Don't do that.
I told him I thought you was a White Plains guy when I first met him.
Yo, shout out to Greenberg. Shout outs to Greenberg. Shout outs to the whole Greenberg. But
y'all don't got a
when I really realized that y'all got this, like your mail says White Plains, it's like I don't understand why y'all give us such a hard time.
Like mail say White Plains is crazy.
Just we might as well just rap White Plains together.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 06.
Right?
06. Knights of Columbus. Slater Center.
No.
We are separate.
We don't gotta live in the past.
Greenberg. But don't get it twisted. Yes, I'm from White Plains, the Westchester area.
That's what I'm saying. It just said, if we had to get under, no, that's what's up. There's like divisions and sections and all that.
You put in your address.
I can put Greenberg.
All right.
But they gonna be like White Plains?
They can say that all they want. No, nigga, Greenberg.
That's the driver.
Yeah.
When I do my address, I put Greenberg.
Okay.
It's
peace. But I'm just saying, like, I think you mentioned something about consistency and just doing things that make the most sense. It's like, yo, if Flex was like, yo, who's the hottest from White Plains? Y'all niggas would still be trying to yell Greenberg when it's just like, yo, let's focus on He's talking about White Plains. Y'all can say somebody from
but if he said
Greenberg that's from White Plains.
I'm like, there's some motherfuckers out there, but I know Greenberg got better spitters. I will say that in a heartbeat.
I know, this is what I'm saying. But just still focus on White Plains. You can rep your Greenberg, your Greenberg spitters. Just you might as well just why segregate it? You get what I'm saying?
Who is from Greenberg that's a rapper?
Don't do that. Could we sit here all day and I'll tell you who the greatest are?
Give me three. I want to know.
Okay, we got AJ Rockefeller. We got Manaf from 21 Grams.
I'm glad you said
that's a group. That's
Marcus Stokes.
I count them as one.
I'm glad you said Marcus Stokes first.
All right, Marcus Stokes. We got Mr. Jassy himself.
Yeah,
who's stupid crazy. Of course, we got Greg Self. Okay, you got my brother X-Cows.
He breathing deep. Y'all done got him emotional.
Look at him. You should see him.
We got BTB. Like I can keep going. Like
I only know BTB. I know 21 Grams because I think we was actually on the same raps and receipts together way back when. Who else you said?
Oh, that's probably where I know you from. All right, it's hard. It's coming
I
together.
think Raps and Receipts are way back.
coming
When they used to
together.
be in the sneaker store.
Damn.
That was the last Raps and
Those
Receipts I
are
did.
good raps and receipts.
Those
Yeah,
are
that was
As long as you know to say that out loud.
That's like out the mud raps and
Oh my
receipts.
God.
Come on, man.
You feel me?
Come on, man.
find that, you know what I'm
Y'all better stop, man. Like the vanity ain't
Those
been
were the sneaker store ones?
outside for a second.
I know. I was there. I had a great show in there.
He had a great show. A lot of you know what's so funny about Raps and Receipts? He has the most appearances.
I know.
Out of
Yo,
anyone.
I know. Y'all
It's
had
a
a whole
lot.
thing.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot with
listen.
that, man. Like, no funny that like.
How's
we
it
go
performing
back,
for the home
man.
for the hometown, man?
Oh, it's always dope. It's been a minute since we did something like that, like a hometown performance. That's something I would love to get going eventually.
You know, White Plains gotta stop playing with me. That's what I'm saying. Like if it was a Greenberg thing, I would have no problem. But White Plains, y'all got so many rules.
Yo, keep coming to White Plains to do your events.
Because I got
With
the
that
train
say,
station.
because it's big White Plains.
Anywho, but no, I would love to bring it back for sure. I mean, I love the Raps and Receipts, and you know, and Raps and Receipts taught you who you are as an artist. Do you have fans? Can you make money out of this? Because we paid our artists, you know what I mean, and we wanted to make sure that you were comfortable on stage because you're getting different people from different boroughs, different states. Connecticut came by, had people from Boston come by. You know what I mean? You don't know who's going to be in the crowd. And you got different people who just into fashion, who were just buying stuff, who now want to be clued into what you're doing on stage. So if you can handle that, honestly, if you can handle Raps and Receipts, you can handle at least 80% of anything stage-wise, because there was no seats, there was no chilling. It was just you and the audience. I made sure of that.
See, this is the thing. I'm not, obviously, you could correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not into booking people, right? But my problem with hip hop shows is that I feel like people just try to grab artists and just throw them all in one bill, as opposed to actually designating shows to certain genres. That's the one thing I probably didn't like about Raps and Receipts. Well, actually, on my bill, it wasn't bad because my lineup was kind of my genre of people. But I feel like I shouldn't, if you're a conscious rapper, you shouldn't be rapping behind, you know, somebody that might have a 21 Savage kind of sound. It's a little weird. It kind of throws it
so
off.
that's what you're wrong, my brother. That's why I gotta slow you down real quick, because Raps and Receipts is the reason why we killed the city. Because if you go to the city, say if you wanted to go perform at SOBs, you're gonna be on the bill with 20 different people. All right, and you got to pay to get on there, and you're not gonna get like, oh, we got Hot 97, we got Atlantic Records. They get paid to come see you. All right, at least Raps and Receipts, you're handpicked out of 7 people. Okay, we went out there to go look for you. Okay, we looked at your situation, how you're moving. All right, matter of fact, I see something in this kid. Let me see what's going on. And then, like you said, I'm not gonna. Years ago, I'm old as shit. But like I said, a Jay Evans or 21 grams or whatever the case is, or you guys, y'all so many different flavors. I'm giving I care about my crowd being entertained. I don't want them hearing the same fucking song all night. I want them to feel different situations.
I think the Raps and Receipts shows were hit or miss in the sense of like some shows were super cohesive and it worked really well. Some weren't and it worked really well. And there was a few where it was like the sounds clashed, and I don't say the crowd clashed, but the vibe clashed because of the drastic transitions. From artists from genre to genre within, or subgenre to subgenre. But overall, I thought y'all, like, you got to a point, Dot, where I think not just you, your team, I think y'all got to a place where the shows was coming together real nice. I feel like y'all was picking the artists. I feel like y'all was picking the artists real nice. They was from different areas, and it was a lot of overlap, and a lot of people got in tune with each other.
I was gonna say
because of Raps and Receipts, and not just the artists performing that night, even the crowds they bringing out. So I think you got to a sweet spot where like it all started to make sense. But early on, I think there was a few shows where I agree with Jay, where it was a kind of like.
Well, we figuring things out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's number one. And then like I said, I was an engineer, so I dealt with a lot of people who, I just didn't just record hip hop and R&B. Like I dealt with rock and roll, Spanish people, also. I wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance who I dealt with to show their shit, whatever the case is.
As an engineer as well, you be losing me on your ear, but that's neither here
It's
nor
impossible.
there. It's neither here nor there.
Because I don't see what I see. That's the thing.
Clearly.
That be on some bullshit sometimes.
I never be on bullshit. I be honest.
But I'm saying he's entitled to his opinion, but he
But it
be
be
on
facts.
bullshit sometimes.
It'll all be facts. Like, for instance, I'll give you something, right?
You about to make me mad.
No. If you feel like I said something that you don't agree with, can you bring it up so I can explain it?
But it will come.
Because I had an example, but it doesn't.
No, please.
No. It's just some of your claims. Like if when you do your car music breakdowns and stuff like that, some of those just be off. That's just an example.
You don't have to say
I don't have to be
names.
specific. No, that's just an example of you being on bullshit sometimes.
I don't be on bullshit because me personally, when I say what I say, I explain why I didn't like it or I liked it.
And I'm just saying that's where we can agree to disagree.
Okay, that's fair. But I feel like when I score it, I feel like I'm being very fair because
I've heard you give some bullshit ratings, bro.
Nah, I don't think so. Because the thing is, you know what it is? A lot of y'all people are just listening to the music. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking, how can this do well if it was 500 or 2,000 people? How would it sound? What kind? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not just listening to a surface level,
give
bro.
me something. Where is the vision of where that artist was at? I want to go there, and I put myself there, and then I say, oh, I can see where he's trying to do. Now he has to execute it however he want to execute. So when people hear music the first time, they just listen to if I like it. Nah, what else can you see? Like, why is he doing this for? Or can the crowd be saying this at the same time? Oh.
So this is why I'm glad I wrote this down, because we had this argument off mic and I wanted to bring it to everyone here, especially listening to our music now.
Yeah.
I want to bring it up. The argument I have with Dotto, I feel like if Dotto were an A&R, he looks for the hit makers. He's that kind of A&R.
He'd be wrong.
He doesn't appreciate a good, quote unquote, like a B-side artist, like an artist that just makes good music, but it's not, he might just do well on some independent shit, but he's not going to be at the top of the charts. I feel like if you're not a top of the chart artist, if you like A&R, he would not mess with you.
It's wild. That's wild convenient. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say he goes for the hit record because I don't want. It's somewhat obvious. It's somewhat obvious. That's the money maker.
Everybody in here.
That's the money maker. I know that he's after the money. It's the bag with him. To speak to your point, he's not really focused on a B-side artist or somebody that's like a lifestyle artist versus somebody that could produce a hit. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna champion the hit maker all day.
So I ask y'all then, because at least, I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. When I listen to that music, I feel like y'all make like good bodies work in the sense of like, it sounds like I said, just good rapping, good. It sounds like, B-side type raps. Like it doesn't sound like y'all are chasing a hit in a sense. So that's why I'm
glad you said that.
How do you guys respond to that?
I agree.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I champion 21 grams on a regular basis. Those are B-side rappers. I still do.
Yeah,
I champion you guys on a regular basis.
I don't think when he's saying that, I don't think that.
But I'm saying to you, do I champion you guys?
What's your definition of champion?
Do I listen to your music? Do I always make sure I have a conversation with you on and off camera of the situation? Yeah. Then I still put y'all in all the shows I need to put. That's me championing you. That's me saying, yo, I believe in what y'all doing. I'm going to give y'all a platform. If I didn't believe in anyone, or especially you guys, or even 21 grams, I wouldn't have booked y'all as many times. How many times I've done booked you? And I can't even tell you, goddamn. But the thing, I believe in y'all. And y'all call yourself B-side rappers? I'm the only one.
I didn't call myself a B-side
rapper. Well, whatever the case is. What I'm trying to say is.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't chase a hit or nothing like that.
No, if you
like conscious rappers. I think that would be a better term.
You can't chase it. You don't make a hit. The people do. You never do. That's just the truth. Some people who got hits don't even like the song that they have as hits. Like, that's not the one I wanted to make, but the people wanted it, so that's where it went. You know what I mean? Like, even with Juvenile said the other day, he said he wanted Had to be the hit. But no, back that ass up wasn't. He said, I didn't want that song to be the number one. But the people made that happen for him.
You see, but here's what I got to offer your pushback, because as these young gentlemen are from White Plains, so is it necessarily you as champion them, or because they could probably bring in a lot of people for that show that it always just made sense financially to have them on your bill?
No, I think that the thing is, I was working with them way before, so I already you how good they were. You gotta understand, I worked with him, Oaklin when he was with Cannons, but he's Oaklin Winthrop now, and he was still in he's like number 1 in my top rappers. I was there when Shorts came to me and said, yo, I don't know if you remember. He said, yo, I'm just going to rap. This should show niggas how to do business right. That's my work, because everyone was late to the studio. They wasn't prepared when he was being a manager for certain artists, or he was seeing other niggas just drop the ball. He was like, I'm going to show him how easy it is. And that's when he picked it up and he started rapping. I did his first tape. So I seen all this stuff. So when I see him working his ass off, what the fuck I look like not putting him on my stage that I built? Sorry, me and Russell built. I'm going to make sure I champion him. You work your ass off. You keep working. I don't care what he brings.
Shout out Russ, man. Shout out Russ, for real.
Russ be known.
Listen, I don't depend on them. I depend on Raps and Receipts to bring the people. The thing is this, and this is, like I said, Raps and Receipts was very important to artists. I paid artists. All you had to do was clear 5 people, and you made 50% revenue after 85 people you gained. So if you didn't bring no money, you didn't get no money. This ain't just, You know what I'm saying? You fucked yourself up, not me. You want to make some money? Cool. Bring the people in. I'll pay you for it. The first 5 people are mine. But after that, you make 50% revenue on anything that comes in here. Cool. You don't want to bring people. You want to have like 2 people in your car. This ain't for you. But if you want to bring a crowd of 50, 40 people or whatever the case is, you're on your way. It showed you who you were.
Type shit.
Shout out Raps on
So how long you been rapping for, Shorts? Since now I just learned that.
Since publicly since 2016. That was my debut, the project that he engineered. Long story short, that was my debut EP 2016. So we going on a 10-year run.
So did you already rap behind the scenes, or it was kind of like a Jim Jones in a sense? I use him as an example because Jim Jones taught himself how to rap over time, listening from like the first Dipset tape to like obviously where he is now. Yeah. Was that like a situation for you?
It was something similar. Like I wasn't one of those guys that was rapping in high school and shit like that. This shit was post graduating college and trying to figure it out, doing what I needed to do, and then it's like, all right, cool, let's have some fun, see what's up, and just linking up with dudes like getting better, getting the reps in. It's like, all right, let's see where this goes.
Same question for you, Oak. When you started rapping, bro?
I'm gonna backtrack for a second. Just want to clear, I definitely don't view us as B-side rappers. I don't view. I understand when people say conscious rap, like, consider us conscious rappers. I feel like we do rap with a conscience. We are aware of a wide range of listeners. But I feel like what make us so dope is that we do it all. And I'm not here for credit, but like I don't think people credit it enough. Like I just dropped the album Anna. It got everything on it. It got everything on it that you could think of flow wise. Like I don't think like there's not too many rappers.
What type of interview is this? We talking our shit and keeping it talk. I like where he's going with this. I feel your energy, and I know with Dallas, he's not gonna run away from the smoke. So we could get to it. We could really get to it.
Just not to turn up so quick, but like. There's just such a wide range of what we could do. And I feel like people don't do credit us enough. So it's so funny when like people like, oh, y'all are conscious artists or lyrical artists. It's like, or rappers. It's just like we get fucking busy.
Word.
We get really busy.
And I gotta jump in.
You could check the pages.
This is where the champion I was talking about. Anytime I needed some energy on my stage, were you the first call? I know how you get down. Mm-hmm. I know you're not gonna bore my crowd. That's not. Oh my God, don't bore my fucking crowd. You're not gonna bore them. You're gonna keep energy. And you're gonna give me the right songs. Can you go? He came to rap this shit. I can't even tell you how many times. I champion that because I know you work hard. I know this means something to you. I'm not going to get someone who just want to iPod motherfuckers. Like, I don't care about them. I care about people who want to really work and say, like, you know what, I'm ready to dive in and take my chance.
We come with a certain level of professionalism. Like, to speak to his point, like, it's in White Plains. It makes sense for you to have us there. Not saying that you didn't acknowledge our work ethic, bro. I'm not saying... But you thinking that I know you as a businessman too. Like you're gonna do what makes sense financially.
Of course, but the thing is,
I'm not saying that's the only reason.
No. But you gotta understand too, and it's something that you guys are skipping. I never really cared about money. I cared about what's gonna make things
sense,
and make grow. Yeah. I don't care about money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And even when I was recording, like people call me stupid. Like I had real good skills. I used to charge $40 a track. We could be there for fucking hours. Just make sure you feed me. Wow. That's all I care about. Wow. It's $40. And we'll make sure this record gets done right. I don't care about money. But my business is right because I take care of people. Mm-hmm. Okay? So like I said, like when it comes down to me being in White Plains, it wasn't mean like, oh, I gotta make sure White. No, nigga. Just so happen y'all from White Plains and I believe in you. It just made sense. Why not get you niggas here?
Because you from White Plains too.
I'm not, nigga. I'm from Greenberg, the biggest ever.
See, but here's what I will offer for slight pushback for your point. Oh, when I listen to y'all music.
What you listen to, bro?
I listened to the Anna joint,
okay,
and I probably listened to the 2 projects prior to that.
From my side?
Yeah, on your side. Okay. And then for you, I probably listened to the last 3 Sergios that came out. And I also listened to the Triangle Offense joint.
Okay.
So
you in tune.
If I were to rattle off all of them, one, I actually think y'all all sound better as a group. I don't know if
that's funny.
It's always a group or
which
like
group?
Y'all always
the Triangle Offense group or just
the Triangle Offense group. If y'all are a duo, I didn't even know that. But as far as my opinion, I like at least project wise, my favorite project is that Triangle Offense tape.
That's what's
personally.
Up.
And then for you, low key, the Anna is my least favorite one because I feel like when I have seen you in the past, I've seen you when I first discovered you. First of all, it was I forgot whose song it was, but it was a feature. I think it might have been with the Jour. So I think
Okay.
that was when I seen. I'm like, yo, now he can really rap. Now, me personally, I always state my bias. I like the rapping ass people. I'm a rap. I like the rappers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you're on that type of time, I guess to my ears, that's what I prefer to hear. I felt like on the Anna tape, it did sound more modern, but it sounded like more like trappy in a sense, or whatever sound that you want to even kind of attach to that tape. So that's just my opinion on that.
Well, I'm not trying to say I disagree. Like, I fucking love you guys. I'm just saying, like, when you do your thing,
Yeah.
and then when he finally just worried about the women, he's undeniable. Yes, you can rap. We get it. You've dealt with the best. But when you focus strictly on females, you kill them. You got the voice, you got the body structure, and you're cool like that. And you never a
Body
bum ass
structure.
nigga.
It's great.
Nah, this nigga look like a fucking
appreciate
action
it.
figure.
I appreciate it.
Nigga just you know what I'm saying? Like, women will go crazy for him. When he starts talking that shit, he's unstoppable. No one can fuck with him. That's why I said,
Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there.
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there. With all of that praise, right? Going back to him championing us, right? The relationships you have, right? I reached out to you about one of the relationships you have.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know how far you took that discussion, but you being who you are should have made that happen based on who we are and what we've
Correct.
been doing. You get what I'm saying? That I'm not saying you didn't try, but that's a great example of
So let
you
me-
maybe not championing us.
So let me
Enough.
Let me give you something.
Championing
Right? So
us
I have to
enough.
basically walk on eggshells because the people who I brought to these places all failed me. Okay, so when I bring someone to a certain person, I can't be giving my name out to the point where it's like, all right, Mike, we're gonna have another X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
I need
That's
to make
not us,
sure.
though.
I understand that.
Know that.
But sometimes I got to make sure that the time is right for me.
Mhm.
Okay, because mind you, once I get you into the situation, I got to see what that temperature is like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your music ain't ready for it right now.
See,
You know what I
that's
mean?
a different
Hold on,
different
give me
discussion.
a second. Look,
That's-
give me a
that's
second. I'm
different
going to get
discussion.
you there. So if I have these connections, which I do, it's my connection.
No question. And
You feel what I'm
guard it.
saying?
Guard it.
And I'ma
I'm
guard
just
it 'cause
saying,
my
don't
name-
contradict that
Hold
champion
on.
statement.
Because my name is my name. Because the thing is, maybe the music that you make isn't the shit that they're going to try to promote. You feel what I'm saying? Like I deal with.
No, it was a feature situation. If just so
We'll talk
clear.
about that. I'm just talking about.
No, I'm not
for
saying
you.
be specific.
No,
But that's what I'm.
I'm
That's
talking
what
about for you and for other people who say, "Yo, Mike, put me on," whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people who are who I know are popcorn motherfuckers. They want that popcorn music. Y'all don't make popcorn music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all have drive. Okay, y'all have business. Y'all know the situation. But the thing is, they don't care about the talent. They want y'all at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Times are going to change where I
Yeah.
can be like, "Yo, listen, now everybody's starting to listen to motherfuckers. Yo, I got this motherfuckers. X, Y, and Z."
I think you're thinking about something else right now. We can
No,
talk
I'm
about
not.
that.
I'm more
We can
into
talk about that
I'm talking
later,
about
though.
in the circle of sense of me
Using
bringing
one of your contacts.
my contacts.
I understand that, but where you're talking about popcorn, it wasn't that type of situation. That's what I'm saying. We could talk about that. That was just an example that came
Is
to
there
mind.
something going on?
Nah, hell
You
no.
sure?
I'm just you, the one that said you champion us, and
I feel like I've done so much.
not enough.
Really?
It's
Not
never enough.
enough.
It's never enough. I'm just saying when you say certain things,
I
you got to
feel-
be able to back them up, bro.
Let me see, because if
Did
you
you
really want,
listen to Sergio 5?
I did not listen to the last one.
You
But
told me you listen to what you told me.
Right.
Listen to what you
No, take
told
your
me
time.
for somebody that champions.
ready. Go ahead. Oh,
You
ready,
said
go.
you need to
Go ahead.
ride to Bridgeport to listen to it.
Yo,
Yeah.
you gotta
You hear
chill,
that?
bro.
Yeah.
But listen, that's bullshit. Listen, you do what you want with your time, but that's a bullshit excuse to somebody you champion.
Really?
You don't. I'm just this me just being we
Come
letting
on.
it
Come
all.
with it.
in the
Come with
thou
it.
wow.
Come
You
with
get
it.
what I'm saying? So we've been doing this for too long. We got more. I know all industry responses. I know all of that curve shit. I'm 36 years old, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Can I respond to you?
I'm not done yet.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
So when you say you champion somebody, but they hit you and let you know that they got a release out, and you tell them you need a specific ride to listen to it, maybe that's how you consume all of your music. I don't know. But then when we get to Pod Talk, we got to undress that. I don't know if you champion us the way you think you do. You get what I'm saying? And it's not just you. It's a lot of people
Go
in
ahead,
the
because
nine.
I'm about to tear you up. Go ahead.
Never. It's a lot of
Watch.
people. I got a
Watch.
lot of I really do this shit, bro.
Take
you
your
get what I'm
time.
saying?
I really do it too. So go
I
ahead.
really
Take your
do
time.
this shit.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
you're not alone. Like niggas talk a good one. We really do this shit. You get what I'm saying? And for everybody that thinks we don't or tries to ignore it or overlook, nah. Nah. And I think this is the perfect, you said we the first episode, right? Tune in.
Set the tone.
Tune in.
The tone.
Real shit.
This is me calling you out because now I just feel like
It's not a call out.
All right, call it what you want.
It's a discussion.
Because yes, I do champion you. Let's get something straight. If I'm going to listen to your music at home, I'm not going to fully pay attention. I have like serious ADHD. I'm going to just listen, do everything, do it. But if I'm in the car and I can't go nowhere, I have no choice. So how I listen to music is always in my car because I listen to it as a fan and I listen to it as a friend. I always do it twice, and that's how we always do it. Yes or no?
I don't know how you consume your music,
skim,
bro.
And then I fully listen.
I don't.
That's number one. You've been on plenty of my stages. That's number two. I probably bought. Stop. Wait. Stop.
Nah, I'm just being
No.
me, bro. I'm just living life.
Give me a
Don't mind
second.
me.
Just living life.
I let him talk. Let me get the stage. Have I ever bought any merch from you?
That.
Have I? Yes or no?
Yes.
Have I bought
Have
one?
I given you merch?
Let's get to the
Answer my question too, though.
Just get to the point.
I was
you.
respectful.
But you circling the block for
the
no
thing
reason.
Is, no. Because the
Shot
thing
clock
is,
is running.
Come on, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro.
We
You
We
talking
got
about
14 seconds on the shot
you
clock.
bought merch and I've given you merch. Cancel it out. Next topic.
No. I bought merch.
You've bought merch and
just
I've
feel like
given you
it's
merch.
just something
Next
like-
topic,
So
bro.
you're trying to tell
6
me
on the
I
shot clock.
didn't listen to one project.
No, it's not about
out of
that.
all the
Stop.
projects,
That's not the
what
fo-
is it-
That
what
was
is
an
the-
example. That was an example of
I
you
think,
saying
Dotto,
one,
I think the point is obviously
it.
you might just have two different opinions as to how quote unquote to be changed.
That's why I asked
And
your
the way-
definition.
The way
That's
you
why I said your
the way you
definition.
may feel
I
like
wanna go
you
into
are
a third-
So you're trying to tell me now bring you to a labels or whatever?
Dot.
That's that.
I didn't say a label. I said future the whole time.
Get your shit off.
Real quick, this is people calling you Dotto. I've always called you Dotto. What's this dot? I just want to unpack that
ready
real
for this
quick.
one?
Because it's
That's
on
what I'm
Dotto on IG,
And
right?
Hold on.
So
hold on.
I
The
wanna
thing is, and this is good, and I'm glad you brought it up. I always tell people when they be like, "Oh, why you letting niggas call you Dotto?" First
I'm
of all,
like,
my name
Dotto.
is.
I'm like, when
my
did
name
he
is-
become
hold on.
Dotto?
My name is Dotto, but guess what? I don't care because it tells me who was there from the beginning and who's here now.
All right, but you're not gonna like check that shit.
For
You
what?
just
My name
gonna-
is Michael.
yeah, but
Like,
nobody calls you Michael.
that's my name, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You call me Dotto. What the fuck? Dotto. Whatever.
You don't
I
mind. You
care.
don't mind it, basically.
I don't mind it
All right.
because then it tells me who was there, who I knew for long, and it's separates.
Jay, you call him Dotto.
Yeah, I got introduced to him as Dotto. Shout out Ali.
His
You
mama
feel
call
what
him
I'm
Dotto. I'm gonna call him Dotto.
Simple.
Nah, we back to it. Go ahead.
But I just feel like something's going on, and then
We're just having a
Keep it
discussion.
on, man.
That's fine.
No,
man.
it's nothing to talk about. It's nothing. I swear, it's not an issue.
Sure. All right,
bro.
cool.
I'm just saying, we having a discussion. I could have sat here the whole time and bullshitted, or we could talk about real
that's
shit.
fine. That's fine.
And
So
keep
you
it
wanna
going.
change
So
it?
I want
That's
to
it.
bring back the question about y'all as a group versus y'all as single artists. Where do you guys feel like you're most strongest at?
That's a good question. Everywhere. I know that sounds like some bullshit, but like I'm not saying we don't miss. I'm not saying. I just think it's just always quality. You can always expect
It
quality,
might not be a favorite, but you.
and I think everything we do age well. You can go back. How many pick a project? It's not like nothing.
not ashamed of
You're not like,
anything we
damn,
put
it sound
out.
mad old. Everything sounds pretty
Word.
current to me, and it or like, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, you guys do have an extensive body of work. That's why, for short notice of this interview, it was kind of hard for me to get through everything. So I try to listen to as
No,
much
it's
as possible.
totally fair.
I consumed all my
appreciate
shit
it.
in the gym, so that's when I
That's
got.
good. That's good listen.
That
That's
was
good
the
listen.
time where I was listening to all y'all shit.
So you
least
gotta
you-
listen
at
to that
least you
certain
don't-
place.
That's what I'm saying. That
At least you
triangle,
don't need
that
to-
triangle
at
offense shit in the gym.
Yeah,
that
no,
shit
that's
go.
funny you say
I ain't
that.
gonna lie,
Okay,
that's
so maybe I
shit
gotta go to
go.
the gym, listen to the music.
All right, I mean, yeah, like you said, everyone is different. And I say that too. You know, not even to bring up your mans, but that's what I'm saying. Everyone is different. I'm personally a homebody guy. I'm not an outside guy. So therefore, that caliber of music, it might not hit for me like that because I don't be outside. And I
Fair,
like traditional
fair.
R&B
I
because I'm
respect
in the
that. I
outside
respect
guy.
that. I respect
Yo,
that.
that's
Respect that
beautiful.
opinion.
It's not gonna be for everybody. Real shit. Real shit.
Where
And
you
it's-
consume
that doesn't
music
mean
matters.
that you're hating on that person. It doesn't mean that person is whack. It's just not for you.
Facts. Yeah, it all depends on where you consume your music at. And me personally, yeah, between drives and the gym, that's where I get all my music from.
Not the drives. Only the gym now.
No, you could. But what if you never take that ride to Bridgeport again? Then you never listen to Sergio 5, or you never listen to no music again at all.
Well, the thing is, like I said,
Come
I
on,
need
that, you gotta
because
miss
no,
not with me, not with me. Talk that to them, not me, bro.
You're skipping everything.
I'm not
That's what's
missing
throwing
any.
me fucking
So wait.
off.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Take your time.
This is what's the last body of work you listened to?
The album before this one.
No, I'm not talking about me. Remove me from this your musical intake right now. What's the last body of work that Michael Hall has listened to?
Kendrick Lamar today.
Okay, where'd you consume that? Listen at?
Oh, that was like media.
No. I need to know.
That was a meal.
I just need to know. And granted, I'm not Kendrick Lamar. I just want to know where'd you consume that? Listen,
I was in my bed listening to that one.
Okay, boom.
That one
Let's stay. Come on, bro.
Go ahead.
Before Kendrick Lamar released today, what was the last body of work you listened to?
Who was it? I forgot who it was. But
probably Tyler, the Creator or something.
Probably,
maybe.
But it was definitely a drive.
Let's stay ears. No. You can't say you don't know who it was, but you can say it was definitely a drive.
I listened to it in a drive.
Okay.
I listened to all my music in a drive.
You didn't listen to Kendrick Lamar's
because
music.
That was...
It's Kendrick Lamar.
It's hot meal. I needed to hit that right now.
It's Kendrick Lamar, not Shorts.
Right. Fair enough. But I'm trying to tell you, anybody else... 98% of all the bodies of music, it's not cap. I only listen to it in a car when I'm driving somewhere far. Period.
That's cap. Maybe when you want to get your shit off on IG, that might be your let me do this music review on IG while I go to CT because I'm gonna have some time. Maybe that's when you get that off because you don't give every music review in a different setting. That's usually your setting. So to speak to your point, yeah, you probably do your music reviews like that when you do drive to Bridgeport, but that's not the only time you listen to music.
I do. That's the only time I listen to music. You trying to tell me I listen to music in my house?
Let me transition real fast. I do got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
In your end game in rap, what would you like to do? Stay independent or get signed? And before y'all answer, I do want to preface it with this because I feel like artists have this weird stigma about getting signed, right? They'd be like, you get signed, the label's going to take all your money and you're better off independent. But I also feel like, why do rappers get mad when you basically do want to get signed? Like, I feel like me personally, whether it was my flagship show podcast or when I was a rapper, I treat rapping like a job. Like, if I know I could go to my label every day, make however many songs, and get paid however much a year, I'm fine with that. Am I wrong to be fine with that? Or I'm supposed to want to achieve more?
However you structure your contract. That's just, that's how you want to take it or
so how do y'all feel versus, label and independence?
I feel like I would love financial support.
Hell yeah.
Simple and plain. However that's packaged, I would love financial support. And I think for a lot of artists it's rough because signing to a label comes with a lot of restrictions, but as far as their how artistic they can get. But I think going back to our versatility, I feel like we can be dope in so many different ways through the music. So even if the labels wanted a certain sound or to put us in a certain lane, I feel like we would still flourish in that lane. So that's why I would be comfortable getting on paper with a label, but you can just do more. Like the way things are now, you need that financial backing, and not just the financial backing. They control the
resources.
Don't get me wrong, we could I know everyone goes to this that one example of someone who did it. Look what Macklemore did, or somebody, and it's okay, that's the one off. But you need, if you look at the majority of artists that's popping, they have the labels behind them.
Yeah,
so.
Even Nipsey was a full proponent of being a solo independent artist, but he knew when it was time to get that debut album, I needed a partnership with some type of label.
Yeah, if it makes sense.
When it comes down to that, I feel like if you're a new artist and you just do the music, but you don't know the business, then the label might be your best bet. Of course, it's going to cost you. I mean, however you want to structure your deal, then fine. You know what I'm saying? But if you have someone I don't know, somebody who can actually get like you said, Macklemore, whatever the case is, all you need to do is find a manager that just has the same plugs as the fucking what's-face and grind it out yourself. You know what I mean? So you don't really need that major.
How many people have done that though, Doc?
I mean, like I said, there's just selective people,
That's
that
that's.
that.
All I'm not saying is you can't
it's not
do
built
it
for everyone. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying
those
you
are
can't
those
do
people who don't know the industry.
But to your point, I think it makes more sense getting the backing from a label. Especially with how
if you're a new artist, I believe you should. I don't think you should. If you put it this way, if you come into the label and you're bringing something, they're coattailing. Okay, that means they want to be a part of your situation. And then if they say, "Oh, well," and you don't agree, you're not hurt. You can still do what you want to do because it works for you.
Grind
it out yourself.
But they can get in your way as well. And we've
They can
seen
get it.
I was gonna
That's
say, yeah,
impossible. They
that's-
can't get
We've
it.
seen it.
Listen,
Okay.
if they want to get in your way, that's your fault.
You haven't seen the labels get in some people's way?
But what do you mean by getting in people's way? Like you can't stop what you.
They the big fish, the labels. If they
All right,
don't,
I feel like that's
I'll give
why
you this one. I'll
also
give you
to
this
open
one.
up in debate, that's why I feel like artists definitely need to pay attention to who you're signing to. Like, for example, right? Once again, back to the hitmaker conversation. I feel like Atlantic is obviously, that's a hit maker label, which means if you know that you are quote unquote, like if you were a conscious rapper, you shouldn't go to that label. That's not for
So
you.
what happened with Kanye?
I'm sorry. Isn't Kanye under, Kanye's not under Atlantic?
Not under anything. He's independent.
So wait.
So what I'm trying to say is,
So
there's so many people.
I'm so lost here.
I'm going to
I'm
get
laughing
there.
because he had delivered, by the way.
Because my whole thing is, there's
He's
so many
crazy.
people that try to stop him, and he became number one.
wait,
it's-
so that
It's who you cater to.
But he was a producer.
that he's never been signed to a major.
He has. I'm talking about the times. We're gonna have to talk after this because
No,
something's
we
going on.
not.
But what I'm
Nothing's
saying
going
is this.
on. I need you
What
to
I'm trying
be.
to say is this.
I need you to be clear.
I'm trying to be clear.
Thank you.
Was
You know he's
Kanye,
Gemini, right?
whatever.
But I just need you to be clear.
Listen, was Kanye? I'm asking you a question. Was Kanye signed to any label when he was with or after Adidas? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I don't
think so.
attention
But
either.
that's Kanye. He's a
Stop.
billionaire
He
at
asked,
that point,
has
bro.
any person has been in front? Like, has anyone tried to stop you on your success? Everyone
Kanye,
did.
they tried to
Everyone
stop
did.
him,
but you
man.
can't
And guess what? He lost everything, got it right back because
Say
you
You
can't
can't
Jay,
use, yeah, you can't use
can't use
Kanye
this
at that
nigga
point
as
because
an-
Kanye already got to that
Oh my
stature.
lord! You
Stop.
asked, I gave you an answer. If you want to say,
Yeah, but that's a one-off. That's a one-off. And Kanye had Kim Kardashian.
And he's
still
already
has
been-
he
kids
already
with-
leveraged
he has
the label
kids-
to get
he has
where he
kids
needs to
with
go.
Kim
Been major.
Kardashian.
He has his own
He has
money.
millions in the bank.
Yeah.
He still produces.
so you're trying
Yeah,
to
we
tell
do
me
gotta
that
talk
nothing
after.
was in his way, and he lost everything and got it back because
What did he
liked what
lose? When you say he realistically didn't lose anything, cancel culture is a myth.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know about that.
Cancel
is a
culture, I
myth.
think
He
cancel
got back
culture
with
is a myth.
Adidas and everything good now.
No, listen, bottom line is this: when he lost all this stuff and then everyone basically tried to cancel him, he made hot shit that people like, you know what, even though you did what you did, Kanye, I kind of still fuck with your music. I'm going to still support you.
Yeah.
Someone got in front of his way. And he made a way like, you know what, I'm not going to listen to y'all because, you know what, I'm going to still do who the fuck
But
Kanye
he's already
West
Kanye.
is.
He didn't have to.
I got what
He
I'm-
wasn't building himself at that
Well,
point. He was
listen,
already established.
We'll
what
answer
I'm
that
saying.
question another way then because I thought you said anyone, I'm going to explain
But
what.
I get where you coming from. I like.
And
Cancel
that's
culture
yay,
is
though.
bullshit.
But that's yay. You got any other examples? You don't have to dive in, but off
I'm
top.
not going
you
to
got-
listen. Cancel culture is bullshit. If you get to cancel and you stop, you killed yourself. But if the thing is, you get canceled and you keep on going until you get back to where you need to go back, you're fine. Cancel culture is bullshit. And plus, people who don't want to support you wasn't the people that was going to be that's not your core
No, I
audience
disagree.
anyway.
People are wishy washy. So
Listen,
it's not. There's not these.
if you make a
diehard-
mistake,
there's
and you
diehard fans. Hold on, real quick. There's diehard fans, and there's people who have standards, but there's very few in today's society. People. We all walk in contradictions, and we all go back and
Yes.
forth. So I feel like, to your point, that's why you got to keep going. If you do get canceled, or if someone's trying to cancel you, because
or if someone's in your way, you keep going.
Yeah.
If
I
you
will
stop,
say
you
that-
kill yourself.
I mean, I will say this in regards. I have no business degree in music industry or anything, but I will say this. I feel like as an independent artist, I feel like the best deal you could get is those little partnership deals or those distro deals.
That's it.
Cut you a check for 2 albums. Yo, I need
Absolutely.
2
I don't
albums.
think you
do
should go
this,
to the labels.
Do that. Get your money and get in. Get
Little
out.
do you know,
There you
your
go. It's
label's
about the
right in
mon-
your hand.
It's about the money, though. At the end of the day, you ask independent artists. Some independent artists have enough money to fund themselves. Like, let's just say a drug dealer that's choosing to rap. They might have the money to fund it, get the videos to shoot, do the digital marketing. But if they don't have the resources, they shit ain't never really gonna skyrocket. They'll have some internet buzz, but it ain't. They'll never be household
and
names.
even outside of the resources, you need the reach. Like, you can't get certain sit downs. You can have the money. Certain artists won't work with you if you don't have that backing. So
Yeah, I was watching.
I think
Benny
the labels
Butcher.
give you that reach.
Benny the Butcher was talking about that. That was his reason for signing to Def Jam. He's like, listen, there's only Griselda did so well, but there's only so far we could go by ourselves.
No question.
So
No
that's why I'm
question.
like, I'm low key be pro label. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
with the
I'll be
help.
like, I'll
I'm
be like,
with
yo,
the
yo,
help.
get
I'm
the
with
help
the
if you can
help.
get it. Just get in and get out. At the end of the day, when A Boogie first came out, right? A Boogie, when I first seen his deal, if my memory serves me correct, at the time he signed like a 6-album deal after the artist tape, which went crazy. I'm like, you have so much leverage. Why did you lock yourself into such a long ass deal?
Yeah.
Now, granted, in his position, it worked because A Boogie's a hit making kind of guy. But that's why it just struck me as weird because I'm like, artists that come into the game, say you catch one and you come in at hotter than fish grease, and then you sign, I'm like, what did you sign for? Unless they threw an astronomical number at you.
Yeah, that
Like
number.
you said,
But
I know
even
what the
then,
structure's like.
they throwing that number at you.
How
for
was
a
the
reason.
structure? What was that 6 album deal like? What kind of points was you going to get every single? Like, we don't know how that shit was structured. I don't think people are going to read a contract and be like, especially at this day and age, like, I'm going to go fuck myself. No, listen, this generation is a lot smarter. They like to read and they like to combat every single time. So I don't think people are getting bad deals anymore. Me personally, don't think that, because they're like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't like it. I'll do it myself. You have everything right here.
So it's another question I want to pose to you guys. We spoke about it earlier. I told you I was going to bring it up. What good is owning your masters if your masters aren't worth anything?
That shit means nothing to me. I ain't gonna hold you. Right now, right now.
Just in general, because I feel like a lot of artists, they fight, once again, to the argument of the label thing. They'd be like, oh, I don't want to sign my masters away. But I'm like...
Niggas be worried about the wrong things, man.
Exactly.
Because I know his eyes lit up when I said that, like I'm wrong. And it's like, nigga, I'm not in a position to worry about... People be worrying about splits right now. Nigga, we're in the red. And niggas is worried about splits. Like, I need people to like come, like, we gotta do things that make sense. We all trying to get it out the mud right now, no pun intended. It's like, how could you, the audacity for you to want to ask me about a split right now, fam? When
Facts.
if we go crunch the numbers, you can't afford to put up with what I already initially started the endeavor with. You get what I'm saying? So don't ask me about a split. It's bullshit. Like,
that's why I feel like, if anything, I know like labels have been doing that whole thing where, like, I think with Taylor Swift, I heard that she's at a point in position now where for every new album she gives a label, they give her one of her old albums back as a master back.
That's crazy.
I think things like that is something you should work at though.
When she's Taylor Swift.
And that's Taylor Swift.
But even at this low level, I guess you guys don't understand how the masters work. Masters, in a sense, well, for me, I'm not trying to talk for you guys. It's a licensing situation. So, for instance, y'all are so worried about masters. I mean, not you guys, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Know how to use them. Put your songs, and new movies are coming out. You don't know if that movie might hit, and you might have the fucking theme song.
Yeah.
Guess what? If that theme song goes crazy, and then your motherfucker goes crazy, you get 100% of that fucking money.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's how you use your
I'll
masters.
cross that bridge
if you
when
want to
we
go,
get there, though.
if you guys go to stick to your music, and then you go look for the next commercial, put your songs in the commercial. And then people look for that song, and then you get those views or whatever cases, or buys like, oh, I like that song. And then all that money comes in, you own 100% of your masters, you get 100% of that money.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to own your masters.
I think that is a good point to be made, because I feel like, you know, at some point as an artist, you got to ask yourself, are you making money? I mean, are you making music for the money, or are you making it for the vibes, or a little bit of both? And I said to say this, if you ever listen to Vince Staples, I'm a Vince Staples guy. He said on the Big Fish album, right? Or I think it might have been the album before it. Sounded a little weird if you listen to Vince. And I was like, kind of general consensus was like, this is not a regular Vince album. But later down the line, he had an interview and he spoke about how that particular album got licensed the most. Like, that made him the most money because it got picked up by like a movie or some video game or some shit. And it made him X amount of dollars. So it definitely made me start thinking about music a whole lot differently. Like, some producers that dead ass say, I just make beats so I could go, you know, get it in the new Call of Duty. I don't care for an artist to be on
That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, even what's face, Sir Mix-a-Lot don't got to work for his life and his family forever. Because Baby Got Back, he owns 100% of that masters. Anytime a commercial, Doritos, Nicki Minaj, and they play, he gets paid on it. He don't have to give the labels no money. He don't get the producers no money. All that money comes straight to him. That's why it's important to own your masters, because if you know how to license your shit, then your masters mean something. It don't have to be, oh, I'm Mr. Drake. No, nigga, you can still be Shorts Vanity. You can still be Oaklin Winthrop. You can go see
and
the next movie.
my name is Shorts, by the way. Shorts Vanity is my Instagram and social media handle. My name's Shorts.
To piggyback off of what Short said, though,
That's for somebody that champions me.
To piggyback off of what Short said, though, I do.
He has a problem. Hold on, give me a second. There's something going on.
Let me get the bar.
There's something going on.
Let me get this bar.
I don't know what it is, but something's going on. You acting weird today, bro. You are.
It's always weird when you
because you could have said
peel the
this.
onion back.
It's okay,
No,
go.
Let me
don't
get
edit it in. Take it out the edits.
No, keep all this shit.
Let me get this bar. For what Shorts did say, I do agree with that too. Honestly speaking, right? If my annual income, say I don't know, I make $50,000 a year. If a label comes to me and says, I will sign you and I'll pay you, I don't know, $250,000 a year just to make music, I don't give a fuck about what's in that contract right now. Honestly, I'm gonna do what I need to do right now, and then
settling, though.
and that it is settling. But that's what like he said. I'm in the
fact
bag.
that they can give you $250,000 means way more than what they can get from back.
That is true. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna cry over spilled milk? At the end of the day, you're gonna keep. You're gonna keep struggling.
That's a dairy farm.
Are you gonna keep struggling with your little 40 grand trying to make, or are you gonna be like, you know what? Let me take the bread that I get now and just make the best out of that situation.
It's the same. It's the same.
Give me a second.
Real quick, I just want to get this over real quick. It's the same. You know how they tell you to get a job first, and then you can level up and get a better job instead of just being outside, not working, sitting at home. It's a similar analogy.
Yeah, but
in the sense that like, just get in, get your foot in the door, and then figure the rest out.
But the thing is, if someone's coming to you for $250,000, say, oh, this and that, let me tell you what it is. You're not doing the research of where they're looking at to see where they're getting that money from. Okay, if they know where that money's going to go, maybe you're not doing the due diligence and finding out where that money is going to be at. Like you got to find out your core audience.
Some people don't have that though, Doc.
Fair enough.
Some people don't have.
Fair
that.
enough.
Some
but if
artists.
someone comes to you, say, I want to give you $250,000, he's not trying to break even.
Of course not.
So you come to me because you like my product. Good. That means the product is being heard or loved somewhere that I don't know where it's at. I got to go find it. And once I find it, I don't need that $250,000. I'm about to make $1 million.
Listen, but I feel like this is the conversation that, a lot of people glance over, and this is why I'm glad we were on this topic, because at the end of the day, we got real life bills, right? If I got a mortgage or something, if you're telling me this label to give me enough money, I can pay off my house right now. Even if rap don't work,
and we're all on a shot. We're all on a shot clock.
Ding, ding. So yeah.
So you can wait it out all you want, and you can look and research.
Miss the fucking bus.
That window is short. Life is short lived.
Yo.
How many? Well, go ahead.
No, please. I'm sorry.
So
no.
That's my only thing. So it's like I feel you, Doc, but like not everyone has those opportunities. Or no, they do have everyone has the opportunity. Not everyone wants to play that game of waiting it out and trying to figure it out themselves. And most artists already have. If you're an artist and somebody willing to give you 25, 50 grand, or excuse me, half a bag, like. You've already figured some things out. You've already put time and effort and energy into it, and you're not trying to go another 5, 10 years. Like you'll that window will close up on you. And nowadays, if you look at this, every time you turn around, there's a new artist, new sound.
Of course,
someone has your sound but upgraded.
No, I mean, obviously, it's a choice of what you want to do.
No, of course, it's all a choice.
Circumstantial, for sure.
But like when you think about, I think back to the original question, like what do you think makes the most sense? I think a lot of times artists be overthinking things.
Yeah. And give me the now option. You get what I'm saying?
Like I say, as long as the math be mathing. Like, for example, I'm a Leaf Ward fan. He said at a point in time, off his streaming numbers a month, he was making $30,000 a month. So yeah, if I know I can make $30,000 a month by myself, I don't feel like doing math right now, but you can add that up times 12 months. As a label, don't come to me offer me $1 million. I'm not taking $1 million. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta up it a little more than that, knowing what I can bring for myself.
I think we all forgetting that nowadays, like. Being an artist, you don't get your money from being an artist. You get it from your impact and your influence. So like get in the game and now you can have that influence. Now you can make that impact. And there's so many ways to make money.
Yeah, but the thing, like, a lot of these motherfuckers.
So you don't even got it's not even about music at that point.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of people go into the music. Okay, that's the problem. They don't look at the brand. Like, what can you when you get into someone's face? Like, all right, you got the music. What else can you sell them? What other products can you got clothes? You got any bumper stickers? Whatever case you can sell, like to build your brand, because that one person can always tell another person, like, yo, I got this whole shit, and build it. You want to build an empire. A lot of people just go in there like, yo, just listen to my music and try to get off of streams. That's stupid.
Oh, I disagree. I mean, I used to say that to myself, honestly. If I did make it as an artist, I just want to make music. I don't want to do all this extra shit that people be doing. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, if a brand deal made sense, like, I don't know, like, I'm a gamer, so yeah, if I, like, Call of Duty wanted to go do something with me, then I might do it. But, like, I'm not going out of my way to be a brand ambassador for shit. Like, I shouldn't have to do that to secure the bag.
Even owning a chain of restaurants, though. Like...
Music once
you have a decent sized bag, you have so many more options. That's the way I look at it. Like, give me that decent sized bag, I'll figure the rest out.
And that label that give you that validity, so people, when you knocking on those doors or sending those emails, it's like, that's such and such from Atlantic. Oh yeah, we can take him serious. Or
facts.
And so on.
So as far as White Plains, who do you guys got as the top 5? And do you guys consider yourself in your top 5? Or excluding yourselves?
Just White Plains?
Yeah, just White Plains for right now. Or let's see, I want to go for the whole 9. But the whole 9 might make it a little
I'm in the 9's big 3. I'm writing some shit right now. I just recently said that. That's just how I feel about myself. It don't.
Before I answer, I'm gonna flip it back on you. What's your like from artists that you've listened to? What's your big
My big three or big top five.
Yeah, what's your
I'm not
top
gonna include
five?
y'all because I just got into y'all music now.
That ain't nothing. It ain't
so
nothing.
like
We don't personalize
it's
it.
your opinion.
I didn't deep dive enough. As far as the towns though, I got Scotty Trippin is actually one of my favorite artists from the non, bro. Shout out him.
I like
He
Scotty.
He from White Plains.
Scotty
Shout out
is
to
tough,
Scotty.
bro.
Shout out
Super
to
tough.
Trip.
Yeah, got a nice record with Scotty.
Who else from the
The
town? I ain't
video
gonna
with
lie,
Scotty.
I really don't be listening to too much people from the town. If I go to
That's real.
personal people I listen to, GM and Zay, I listen to Zay.
Okay.
From the towns, you feel me? Steely, obviously.
Okay.
Probably.
Is he in your top? Like, so you would put him in your top?
Yeah, those would be because those are the people I listen to like now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll probably be it as it stands right now. Scotty, DeJour, GM and Zay will probably be for me from.
You're missing the whole
nine.
goddamn.
I am. I don't listen to a lot. I don't listen to a lot of people from the town. Like
that's real.
DeJour used to fake being there, but DeJour don't drop enough either.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I put him in there as well for myself. I'm one of the people I personally listen to. I'm not gonna just say it just to say.
I love how you keeping it tall.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
And that's 4. You got to 4.
So I mean,
Without mentioning us and not saying you had to.
yeah, I can't even think of a fake. Because I don't know. I don't like a lot of niggas in town.
Look. I want to ask Dot. I want to ask Dot badly because I feel like he wants to get it off.
No, what? Is there anything you got to come back to me? Make sure I get.
No, I just
get
want.
throw a
I
brick
just
at me
can't
at
wait
this?
to hear. I just can't wait to hear.
Well, this is the thing. For
an
me
episode.
personally,
I'm engaged.
This is mine. My number one.
Real quick, Dot, are we we're talking we talking like artists, we talking lyric like what are you going with when you
I just said my top 5.
just top 5 in general?
top 5 in the
top
9. In the 9.
I'll do 9.
If we did lyricists, I'm definitely including them.
Cause
But yeah, on
y'all
some-
do
yeah,
y'all feel
on-
sometimes like it's always interesting with when we go top 5. Like, are there people y'all really enjoy and they're not like super nice, but it's like I just fuck with their music?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the people I listen
Well,
to.
I'm just
weird like
artists in
that.
general.
There's music that I listen to that's actually fire, and it's like for balance. I like listening to some trash sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Just-
that's exactly what I'm
Just so I can laugh or.
and it's not trash. Obviously, you enjoy
No,
it. So
it is
do
trash.
something
It's
for
really
you.
bad. But the thing is, it makes me want to laugh and makes me want to talk bad. Like, it makes me feel balanced. Like, you know what I mean? Because I listen to a lot of good shit. But if I have to say my top 5, and there's not no order, whatever the case is, I'm putting you in there for sure.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to go with Marcus, of course.
Stokes.
X-Cows. That's my brother.
Okay.
He's motherfucker.
I think I seen you post something. You posted something with him recently. Yeah.
Nice. Of course, Jossie. I'm going to go with Nighthawk.
No, okay. Overstage.
Shit. Yeah, I got to do that.
This is your top. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah, no, I gotta
here.
do that.
I'm here for tech support.
Yeah, I got to do that. Yes, I got to put Nighthawk in there. That's just me.
Copy. Shorts. We're gonna transition to you.
Oh, my fifth guy would probably be Dad from 9 from the towns. That's right. There we go. That's
Who's
right.
that?
Oh my God.
Dad
He's a
from
he's,
9.
he's
That's
a rapper
that name sound familiar. Who that again?
He has songs with Quentin Gilmore. I don't know who else.
Okay.
He probably
You fool with
from the
Quentin?
towns. Nah.
Nah. Is it personal thing? Is it personal?
Yeah, he fake no.
I
So,
love
yeah.
the honesty because you could have
Yeah.
you could have said anything right there.
No, yeah, no. I told.
said
Listen,
what
QMC.
you
I'm gonna
felt.
keep it talk. Q kind of know. If I see him in the street, is it beef? Not at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just I'm a firm believer. I can forget, but I don't forget certain things. I mean,
Yeah, nah, it is
It's like
what it
it's
is.
it's more
Type
personal.
shit.
Yeah, it's not-
him as a rapper, I don't think he bad as a rapper. Honestly speaking, and if he did want to. Since we brought it up, I'm just gonna say it right now.
I know. Listen,
shit,
man.
this
we-
the first episode.
Keep it
No,
PG.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it a stack. There's certain people going forward. There's certain people going forward on this series that if you'd like to come on this couch, I'm going to keep it a stack with you.
Thank you.
The big thing I would ask if Q were here is you had all the momentum and low-key dropped the ball, and I would like to know what happened with that. So if you see this clip and you would like to answer that, come sit on the couch, brother, and we can talk about it. But go ahead.
Shout outs to Gilmore.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
But
There's a lot of-
That's you allowed to have your opinion.
Like, no, real talk. I swear it's nothing personal because you keep saying we got to talk after. I felt his energy when we came in as far as keeping it talk.
Of course, I'm always
So
keeping
I
tall.
know, I'm just saying that's
the
where,
reason why I said something like that because guess what? We have a different relationship. So anytime we have a problem,
but it's not an issue. There's no issue. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it's an issue.
but
I'm trying to
use the word
I can't
problem.
even.
What's
let me do my
synonymous
thing.
for
Give
problem?
me a second. What I'm trying to say to you is that the stuff that you're saying is stuff that you could have been telling me, which we always do. But
For what?
He is telling you though.
I'm telling you.
you gotta wait till right now.
It's just a couple
This is a-
cameras.
it's a-
on.
it's a great space to discuss
If I
it
ever
in.
had a problem with situations or a situation, I address it the same.
I don't because I don't have a problem. It's just
Fair
because
enough.
of the space we're in.
Fair enough.
I would have, nigga. I've been. How long I've been doing this
and
shit?
It's so crazy, and it's so crazy. Let me tell you something. I gotta apologize. I actually did listen to your fucking album.
Oh, I think that might be Cat.
Let me get to this last topic. We talk about this off mic. Let me get to this last topic. All right.
Can I get his 5 real quick?
No, it's crazy. No, but I did listen to your fucking album. That's my word.
That's cool. It's cool.
Let me get to this last topic.
It
right?
didn't stick, I guess.
No, it's fine. It's whatever how you want to feel.
So to piggyback off of the Capella episode, I did want to, once again we spoke about this.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna be honest, right? I don't know if you guys are producer engineers or you guys are just rappers.
Nah.
So I just wanted to ask this, right? What good is doing everything that entails to create a record if the end result still isn't the best result out there, right? So to my example of when I brought up on his pod, I say, yo, at the end of the day, Capella tells us, he mixes, masters, produces all this stuff. And I use the example of A Boogie. And a lot of people, even in our comment section, is like, well, A Boogie doesn't do all these things. But I'm like, doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, if the end goal is my record came out better than yours, who cares that you did? Let me finish. Who cares that you did all of this X, Y, and Z when at the end of the day, the end goal is still the end goal. My record is just better than yours.
You skip the fact that this is a fucking business at the end of the day. So let me give you this little pie. Okay, A Boogie has let's say a pie for A Boogie, right? And this pie, 25% gotta go to A Boogie, 25% gotta go to the producer, 25% gotta go to the label, 25% gotta go to elsewhere, right? To the writers. Okay, let's say that. So when that goes that way, he's only gonna make 25%. Capella, 25% as Capella Gray, 25% producer Capella Gray, 25% writer Capella.
He makes all of the money from the record.
So if it goes that way, who does he have to pay?
I think on a deeper level, if you are an artist and you someone who really loves this shit, and one thing I love about Capella, and I've been following Capella for a minute. We've had discussions, and we're supposed to get some music off. One thing I love about him, you could tell he loves the music, and Shorts loves the music. I love the music. There's certain artists you could tell they really love the music, and I think he announces that so much because he loves the fact that like he's in it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
there's so many
Really
producers, there's so many engineers, there's so many videographers that do it for the dollar amount, and to the point where shit is not making sense anymore. So I feel like Cap, he shout that shit out so much because he's so happy. It's like, yo, I'm doing all these things and I don't gotta fuck with all you people that's not in it for the right reasons.
That's a fact.
And I be feeling his energy on that sometimes. Like, I really do. I can't.
Bro, you gotta understand.
Sometimes to the point,
you're proud of yourself. What you talking about?
I went through these lows of like, just a couple months go by, like a quarter or half a year go by, where I'm like, yo, I don't even want to shoot a video because I don't want to deal with none of these videographers. Everybody's in it for the wrong reasons. Everybody's worrying about $1. Like Shorts was mentioned before, you go to work with an artist, people worrying about splits. And I'm not saying get your money. That's cool.
Or not
but
be
it's
about
like,
your
yo,
business.
if I'm going to help, I'm going to pay for the video. You're going to get a quality video, and maybe you just don't want to work with me. That's cool. Just say that though. But like people, and it always comes like backwards on the back end. We're like, it's like, yo, just people are in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, but no one's gonna take your business serious as much as you gonna take your business serious.
But we show that, and you see that.
Right, but this is what I'm trying to explain. Like when you do everything yourself, there's nobody can fucking say anything to you.
But I think you got to look at it from different lenses too, because you've been saying throughout the course of this pod, you look at everything from a business aspect. The average fan of music doesn't give a fuck about none of that. They just literally care about the end result. So you could say, put record A versus record B. All right, record B is the better one. Oh, but record A guy's like, but I produced my B. Okay, but record B is still better. Okay, but I engineered my B. But
like
Oaklin at the end of the day, the second one is still better.
Just like Oaklin said earlier, these fans are fickle. Yes? You said that they iffy, whatever the case is.
Everybody.
So who should I protect? The iffy ones or myself?
Yourself.
Exactly. So I want to make sure that I'm good, my foundation's good. So if that iffy motherfucker want to leave, at least I'm still good.
And to add also, I feel like some artists do shoot themselves in the foot being the one-stop shop for everything. For example, a big stigma that used to be on J. Cole, people didn't like the J. Cole production of him coming up. J. Cole obviously does everything on his own. So people was like, now if your rapping level's an A+, but we feel like your production's a B-, why not use your just grade A rapping game and find a grade A producer? That's another reason why I feel like this whole I'm a one-stop shop could be a detriment to you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Could be.
We talk about that sometimes. Like everybody want to record themselves nowadays, and that's fine. But like some of the quality be shit. Yeah, and it's like maybe you should go to the studio, bro. Yeah,
you got to outsource for a reason.
You don't have to, but
you don't have to. Yeah,
sometimes it makes more sense.
Like shit. But the thing is this: I be telling people all the time, like you said earlier, Bro, all you gotta do is record yourself to the likings of your like. Get yourself an engineer, and once you, mind you, you can stay in your house and record all fucking day. But if you're gonna take a little 4-hour block, pay for that 4-hour block to get mixed the right way, because someone can turn dirt into a diamond.
Going back to the point you made about wasting time in that studio too.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I feel like if you don't got the budget,
I hate
creating in the studio
Let me
is
tell you
a waste
something.
of time.
Let me tell you something.
Definitely.
You should just be recording, getting your shit off.
When people recorded with me, I had one rule: come prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit in my crib. I don't care. Oh, but you gonna get paid. I don't care about the fucking money. I care about the product, because that's my record too now.
True.
Okay?
True.
Whatever I put out, that means, oh, this shit was trash. The mixing, because we didn't do it right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come in there and you know your lyrics as in the ABC form, we're gonna
Then
have.
you can focus on the performance. You can focus. Yeah.
I used to come to the studio. All
You
my
couldn't
shit
come to my studio
already memorized, bro.
just sitting around
Yeah,
smoking weed.
as you should.
Couldn't do it.
I remember watching a Tupac interview way back when he said that shit. I think it was when he made his second to last album, the one whatever came out before Illuminati. And he was like, "Yo, bro, he came to the studio and he would just be like, I record. I don't even wait for the engineer to say it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, I don't wait for the engineer, because the engineer's job is to make it sound good. My job is to lay these vocals and get them out of here. So literally record, and I got up out of there, and then I'll listen to it on another day.
Right.
I was like, I feel the same
And then he
way.
also said that, yo, bro, stop bringing people to the fucking studio. We should go here. Let's do our thing, and then after it's done, bring your friends in. So when the mixer go, what they can do, let's get our shit done first, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to focus on us. We got things to do. And that's the time, whatever album that way, he had to get it done in 2 weeks. The one he got out of jail.
Don't give me the line, man.
Damn, I forgot the one he got out of jail. Whatever the case is. But yeah, he needed to get the shit done. He was like, yo, stop all that hanging around shit. Stop bringing the bitches here. Like, let's focus on what's going on here first. Then let's bring the party after we're done. So focus, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come to the studio wasting everybody's fucking time and splitting yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're going to catch that one engineer who want to take your money. Who will sit there and help you smoke.
Hell yeah.
Not me.
Niggas be too high, though.
That's what I'm
drunk.
saying.
I smoke weed, and I know, and everybody react to weed differently, but niggas ain't doing the other essential things like working out, shit like that, to balance it out. So I know they get in the studio and them niggas is lost. Too high.
Yeah,
real shit.
Definitely wasting time in the studio.
I hate that shit. I will always despise it. If you're gonna waste your time, do it at home. You can go get out of your bed and record at home. Just make sure that your vocals don't go past the green and yellow meter. That's it.
And the one thing I will say before we close out too, to piggyback off of you, people do got to know their business to an extent, because when it comes to engineers, we say it all the time. There's engineers and there's button pushers. Please make sure that you don't got to be a full-on engineer and have all the knowledge of it, but have a general consensus of what works behind that board and what they're putting on your voice to even make you sound good. Because I've heard people dead ass record, and you can literally see there's no presets on their voice. There's no nothing. They just recording a blank voice, throwing your shit over some the instrumental and calling it a day, and then send it back to you. Or what gets me tight about certain engineers is the ones that talking about, oh, you got to pay to get it mixed. If you don't even give me a pre-mix to even sound, I can't even get a glimpse of how it could sound. Why am I gonna pay for a mix straight away? Word. I'm not coming to a studio to get a rough draft.
That's like the photographers that try to charge you for pictures and they don't throw no edit on it.
And that's so crazy. And this is why I was
niggas
going back
send
to
you raw footage.
When I was going back to when I was recording, I always charge $40 for the track. That means I will record you and I'll mix it with you. And it will be, I don't give a fuck if it's hours. We'll sit there because this is my song now. And when it goes out there, I'm proud of that song doing whatever, because I don't think it's your song anymore. It's my song doing good now. And that's what you need on your team. You need somebody who's going to be like, that's my shit too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those engineers will be pressing
people
buttons.
People who care. Wow. It goes back to people who care. People who passionate about it.
Real shit.
Simple shit, yeah.
But sure, so Oaklin, y'all got anything to promote before we close out?
Before we close out, I just want to put this out there. I want to see more of the ladies of the 9 work together. I think we
Why
always
that never happen?
We always big up. I've been trying to put it together and make some things happen. I throw it out
Shout
there.
some of them out, man. I know.
It seemed like it'd be love. It would just be really cool, and I would love to hear some of the potential collabs. There's shout out Jordan Ariel, shout out Omega. Shout out.
Omega still make music? I haven't heard her.
She got
Omega do whatever she want to do.
She got something.
You know, Omega do whatever she want to do.
She got a
super
joint
talented.
on Sergio 5 called Pull Up.
Yeah, because I did see her when I did see her name on there. Yeah, it threw me off guard because I actually went to her a release party for her like a couple years ago. My son Ali went. It was in the city. Good time.
Where some of the ladies who rap, I would love to hear them on records with some of the ladies that do the vocal thing. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, I'm dropping
Releasing. We don't drop. We release.
Man, whatever.
It's different.
Whatever. It's coming out. I'm coming out with a solo album next month. What are we in November? Coming out with a solo album next month.
By the time they hear this, it'll probably be
Ali. Yeah. All right. So yeah, y'all will hear.
Wait. So what month you said?
Ali next month, December.
Yeah.
December. So yeah, December. Ali. Some good features on there. Steele's on there. Buddy Lofton from Long Island. He one of the illest from Long Island, and I know a lot of artists from LA.
He pulled up on us from Long Island too. Like he fuck with us. We fuck with Buddy. Like,
he's on there. Dude. Swag G's from White Plains is on there. He went crazy. Yeah, it's a good. And then we'll leave the rest. Oh, Tay Bands is on there. But yeah, good project. It's bouncy. It's a little trappy, but it got a few cuts that's a little bit little more conscious. Good project though. I think it'll be different than it'll stand out from my other projects. I'm excited though for the people here.
I'm excited too. I can get back in the gym and listen to it.
Yeah.
You're so petty. Shorts, real quick, I got a question for you because obviously, even when you originally hit me about the pod, you was talking about how you kind of been releasing like a high volume this year. Do you actually plan on doing that, or it was like an experimental year that you wanted to see how that would work?
I'm glad you said that, man, because this is gonna be a perfect closeout. I don't want to say perfect, but to recap the whole data shit, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. When you bring it to my attention, you get what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm minding my business. I'm using everything positive and negative as fuel. But if you gonna bring it to my doorstep, I'm gonna answer the door. You get what I'm saying? So like, all right, cool. High volume this year. We've been on a run since 2016. Y'all could check. Everything's on. I don't archive things.
And no years off.
Everything's on my Instagram, and you could go check everything. I'm told we haven't taken a year off since 2016. This year, I said, going into this year, 2024, I said, yo, I'm gonna release every quarter. I've never done that before. I don't know too many artists from the area who have. You get what I'm saying? I'm continue to try to separate myself because we all in the same arena, but we not on the same playing field. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just me being honest. Once again, I don't need people to validate. That's how I feel about myself. You get what I'm saying?
Talking shit.
So, first quarter, we did Beautiful Chaos 2. Second quarter, we did Sergio 4. Third quarter, we did Sergio 5. Fourth quarter, we gonna do Cursive. December 13th, it'll be available on all DSPs. I got a great group of guys on there with me. Every feature on there is a feature that makes sense. They understand what we bring to the table. Black Vanity, that is. Some of the records on there, they belong to the feature. Wasn't really doing much with the record, but it's like, yo, what we doing with this? Let me figure some shit out for us. Nigga said, go, and the rest is history. So that's really it, man. It's nothing personal up here. It's really
Keeping
just.
it a stack.
Nah, I'm just.
Peace,
I
peace.
love.
There's a chip on the shoulder, nigga. Cut it out.
I love
Cut
an
it
honest
out.
space. I love an honest space. It's smoke and mirrors on
Yep, you're
Instagram.
right.
So in real time,
Smoking mirrors?
in real time, I value a
He ain't
good
saying you.
build. I'm
He
not
ain't saying
talking
you.
about
Nah,
you.
you know
Doc.
who he is. It's okay though.
No,
You're
I'm
right. I
not, bro.
apologize.
I'm being honest.
Cool.
We have a relationship, a bond strong enough where we could talk about this shit after and hug as soon as the cameras go up. Like, nigga, this shit is for the pod, for the episode.
Fair
you get what I'm
enough.
saying? Like,
Fair enough.
word, it ain't nothing personal. Like, I'm here, bro. Word.
Listen, man. All right. Dotto, get out your feelings, man.
I'm never in my feelings.
All right.
I'm never,
How you
ever
feeling, man?
in my feelings. But
All right, man. Listen.
place for everything. You know what I mean?
Behind the Nine, man. First episode. Like I said, this is
Oh,
history.
man.
All right. Our very first two, man.
Appreciate you having us,
All
Jay.
right.
Appreciate you
Real
having
shit.
us.
Your last name Evans?
Yes, sir.
I'm a Evans. Like, not.
Y'all probably cousins.
That's what I'm saying. And you moved to the Ville too. I
That's
got
crazy.
Evans in Mount Vernon. That shit is crazy.
Kind of look alike too.
Dang, we both in the gym.
Yeah, see?
Let's get it.
See?
How did y'all even get your rap names real quick before we close that out as well?
His shit probably more extensive than
Go
mine.
ahead, go ahead.
Shorts. I was in Harlem one day. We used to go shop down there. Before the internet, you had to be outside. You get what I'm saying? The Taliban, one of the dudes from the Taliban, he called me Shorts or whatever. But I feel like that was just a nickname for anybody that was short in height or whatever. He called me Shorts. I'm like, oh, that shit It's hard. I'm using that. Brought it back up top.
Yeah, the Winthrop. I used to live in Elmsford. I lived all over the 9, literally everywhere. New Rochelle, Yonkers, Mount Vernon. But I used to live in Elmsford, and I was on Winthrop Avenue, and yeah, that's just a lot of memories there. My grandma owned a house there. She bought her own house. She left my grandfather, bought her own house. So, you know, that block special to me, and it was just dope growing up in Elmsford because Elmsford fight. They fight, and I'm not saying fighting is dope, but it's a small town with a chip on their shoulder. Everybody fight for theirs, and that town made me tough. It made me tough. So that's where the Winthrop come from, and then Oaklin. I had a girl pregnant at one point, and I was thinking about naming the child Oaklin. So that's where the Oaklin came from. So it's like past and present, kind of, or past and future.
Yeah, I know for me, trying to find a rap name is mad hard. And I remember at the time, I never forget, I did a performance at Funkadelic Studios in Midtown. And I think the lady was like, what's your name? I told her my name. She was like, honestly speaking, you should just go with your government name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the J. Evans came from.
Okay.
She was like, it gets no realer. Like, if you want to portray yourself as a real artist, it's no realer than
Then
first
yeah,
artist.
actually, that's real shit.
Name.
That's
That
real
is
shit.
true.
So that's where mine came from. That's where J. Evans come from, man. But anyway, Behind the 9, man.
Yeah, man.
First episode.
Ooh,
Dotto,
Lord.
Shorts, Oak.
That
Appreciate
chill.
you.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Signing out.
Love.